Hi guys, as in the last lecture, we started with the data structures used in Python and we started with the list. Today we will take a similar data structure which is called as dictionaries. So this data structure will store our data in a key value pair structure. So it will be basically as this as it is written. So a key will be provided for each values. So for example, if we consider key 1, it will be used for the home door. So similarly key 2 for car, then key 3 for bike. So like this we can store data in key value pair structure where the key 1, key 2, key 3 are the keys given for the values of home, car and bike. So dictionary is basically represented using the curly braces inside which we can mention our keys. So let's take an key as key 1 and then assign this same value. So let's copy this and then paste. So we have to specify a comma and then let's store this in a variable called as keyD. So let's print this value. First comment this and then print our keyD. So keyD. So as here you can see that it gave an name error as key1 is not defined. So let's take this all as a string and now run this. So you can see here three key value pairs are printed. First one with key 1, key 2, key 3 and the values of home, car and bike. So let's choose the first key. So as we learnt in the dictionary, we can access its index by using square bracket and then mentioning the key value. As in the list we mentioned the indexes. So let's run this. So again we should specify the correct format. So here you can see we access the key 1 using the similar method of accessing the values in the list. Similarly in dictionary we used key 1 as our index and then we got the value as home. So we can also change this to key 2 and then it will give us car. So if we change this to key 3 then it will give us the bike. So as in the list we use the indexes, similarly we can use here the key names to access the values. So list can be called as a special dictionary in which the keys are the integers and starting from 0 to up to which we can define. As in the list we can also change the index values or here more specifically key values by using the same assignment. So let's change the key 1 value to the flat key. So now if we use the key 1 and if we print that, so you can see that flat is printed. So let's also print the whole key and then run. So the key 1's value change into flat and we also access the first key's value using this square brackets. So we also got flat as the output. So similarly we can also take a new key and then assign it a value. Let's take key 4 and assign it a value of let's take village house. So now you can see key 4 got added. So as in the case of list, we can't do this operation as it gives an index error, but in dictionary we can add new key values on the go. So this is an benefit of a dictionary, that we can add any key value as we require and it just get added to the dictionary. So let's choose the key 4 value, and then you can see village house got printed. So this is the value of key 4. So these similar operations such as uh, let's take key 1 in key D, as we use the boolean comparisons, we can similarly use that. So as key 1 is present in the key D, it returns an true. So if we type not in key D, then it will give an false because it is present, but we are telling that it is not present. So we are printing a false statement. So similarly, if we take a key 5 and then print, so it will give a true. And if we remove this not, then you can see we will get a false. So most of the list operations can be performed here. So in the dictionary, we can provide any type of data in the value section, but in the key section, we have to give immutable values. Means such type of data types which can't be changed, such as strings, as we can't change any of the string directly. So let's take a D variable and store an dictionary which will contain integer 78 as a value key, and then value as a integer. Let's take some another number 45, and then another integer with a value of string, then a list of 2 elements with the list of 1 element. So let's run this. So this 78 is an immutable value because we can't change any of its digit directly using any of the method of integer. So here, as we use the mutable data such as list, as we can change any of the data of list using some operations. So here we got an error. So if we change this to any string such as s, then it will not throw an error, because as I specified that here the key value should be immutable, means it shouldn't change with any operator. So these data should not change with any operators, but here we can specify any type of data. So we can specify list, string, integer, or boolean type also. Let's take a number 0 and assign it the string value. Let's take the boolean value false, then 1 as true. So let's print this D dictionary. So you can see we use this dictionary. So let's access the keys. So we took the 78 key. Now let's take string s. So we got the list. So let's choose this 0. So here we got the false. If we choose 1 with this square bracket, then we will get true. So as we saw in the list, dictionaries also have some special inbuilt method which we can use. So a method of dictionary, let's take as get. So d dot get, we can specify any key. So let's take 0, and then let's print this. So here we got a false. If we change this to 1, then we will get a true. So we got a true. So let's take some random number which is not present. So here you can see we got a none. So we can also give another message using the same get function as giving a second argument which will specify a message. So let's take a string and specify key not found. So if we run this, so now you can see key not found is printed as 45 is not a key present in the D dictionary. So if we change this to again 0, so you will see the value is printed. So if get gets the value of the given key, so it will print that, else it will print the message given by us. So here it is printing string. So if we didn't mention anything, then it will directly print a none, as we discussed this in our previous lectures. You can see none got printed. So another method present in the dictionary is d dot keys. So if we run this, you can see dict means dictionary underscore keys. So the keys present in the dictionaries are given in the list format. So if we take this and then use the list function to create the list of this following data, then we can see a list of the all given keys in the dictionary. So similarly, if we change this to values, then we can see a list of all the values present in the dictionary D. So these are the two main methods which can be used to convert the dictionary keys to a separate list and dictionary values to a separate list. So there are lots of method of dictionaries also which you can find out in the official Python documentation. So that's all about the dictionaries in this lecture. Let's meet in our next lecture.